members do you have at the business and the group?
Well, within the group, in terms of the amount of staff, we've got around 250 employees. Wow. So, and in terms of offices and locations, we've got sort of headquarters in London. We've also got an office up in Chester as well.
Okay.
So some of our sort of compliance operational staff based up in the sort of Chester office, and we've got some of our sales staff, marketing and growth teams down in the London office. But we've got a lot of interaction between the two. I think it's important if you do have a split in offices that there's interaction, there's visits for the departments who need to see each other often as well. You can't beat that human interaction. I think what we've learned is throughout the COVID period, yes, Teams and Zoom is great, but there's certainly a real importance on having that human interaction, also just from a mental health level as well. It's not just about sort of working processes or having a sort of a hybrid working or not hybrid working structure. I think people need that sort of human interaction and sort of to stimulate them.
So 250 staff at the height of the pandemic. Were most of those people furloughed?
We did furlough some staff in the pandemic, and certainly from a sort of a hiring perspective, or recruitment, we wouldn't have been the only firm during that period just to go under a bit of cost control. During it makes sense, just see how things were actually unfolding. And certainly when the pandemic first came, and certainly the first lockdown as well, it was a case of looking at the environment. It was kind of the great unknowns, wasn't it, a little bit? So again, we weren't perhaps the only business who decided just at that point when it came to sort of costs and the financial side of it, just to sort of pull the reins in a little bit and just see how things were going to unfold, because certainly for a long period when it comes to pandemics, you're just not quite sure length of time what's going to actually be the full impact of that. Sure. So as a business, but we certainly, I think also at that point you ask about staffing and things like that, it also gave businesses a chance to reflect a little bit on their proposition and maybe structures and products, and it gave us times as well. We've got a big sort of tech focus and team as well. Where could we make product enhancements which would actually put us to good stead in the future as well? Because that's one thing about the business that we're always doing. We're looking about how can we enhance our tech, our platform, again with the aim of making life for a business to manage their finances a lot more effectively and efficiently. Sure. So again, just that COVID period, there's still a lot going on, but I think that reflective piece certainly took place as well, and where we can sort of add more value to our sort of current, or whether that's sort of existing clientele or prospective clientele as well.